Hello everybody, welcome to the Generic Cappy YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I'm Amar, otherwise known as Generic Cappy, and today it is July 17th, 2024. And interestingly enough, we have Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, which releases on July 18th, 2024. For some reason, I got the game early in the mail, so I figured, why not do an unboxing? It is already pretty late into July 17th, so this video is likely going up on July 18th, but still, I am very excited to play this game. I want to get it opened as soon as possible to go play it. And yeah, so we have the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Deluxe set, which I believe is the only way to get the physical version of the game in the US and Europe, and probably most regions around the world. I know in Japan you can order either the physical by itself or the deluxe set, or get it digitally, but I don't believe that's the case in most places around the world. That's definitely not the case in the US. But still, it's very cool to have a deluxe set. Deluxe set is $60 retail, and the digital version is $30 retail. But I also do believe the contents of the deluxe set does make up for that price. It comes with like a pin set and all that. We'll get into that. But again, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. This is the cover, so we can see. I don't remember what the name of that ice climber is, but we see a character from Balloon Fight. We see Mario, Luigi, Link, Jumpman, Kirby, Samus, Link again. Very interesting. We see the character from Excite Bike, Mario, and Pit on that side. On the other side, on the side of the box, we see Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, the logo for the game, which is also the same for the other side, which is very cool, very cool. And on the back, we have a pretty large description of what the game is. So let me pause, get the camera more adjusted to that, and I will read what's on the back. So on the back of the box, it starts with test your skills against the world. We see a screenshot, we see the whole globe in the back, and then we see again Kirby, Mario, Peach, I believe, Samus, the Ice Climber character, Pit, Jumpman. We see a screenshot of the game, which is showing Mario Bros. And then we see compete in weekly World Championships. 150 plus challenges from 13 NES games. We see a couple of the different challenges. We see the game has a speedrun mode and a party mode. The speedrun mode says that it's aimed to try to improve your times by practicing offline. And then the party mode is allowing you to host local championships for update players. And we see the contents of the game. Basically, we see that we have the game itself, the physical edition. We have a replica game pack. We have a pin set. We have art cards, which again, as I said earlier, I think that's pretty worth it. That's a lot of cool memorabilia type of merchandise items. And we see the game is rated E for mild fantasy violence. And yeah. On the top, it just basically has the Nintendo logo. And so, let's get into it and let's open up the box now. So, I will pause to get the tape off because when it was shipped, it came in a plastic bag. But that there's a little tape on it to secure the box. So let me open the tape and then we will be right back. We have gotten the tape off of the top of the box, and so now we can see the contents of the box if I can get the actual box open. And yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, I'm very excited to play this game. It was a surprising announcement. Apologies, I'm still trying to get the box open, but it was a very surprising announcement. I believe they announced this the day after the investors meeting conference that they had in May, which was basically to recap I believe the fourth quarter of their financials. This is a very sturdy box. But yeah, they announced this the day after. I know it was like rumored and all that. Let me pause to get this box open. So after some struggling to get the box open, what I saw is it's likely the box was just hitting these two corners, like the top flap. So it wasn't able to open all the way. I even tried through the bottom. Yeah, it was the same thing. But as I mentioned earlier, this game was a pretty surprising announcement. We saw it announced like the day or two after the investors meeting aired. So, and you know, I know it was like rumored and talked about a little while before because we started seeing like ESRB leaks for it. But still, even when that was happening, this is honestly what I expected to see. So it is very exciting to see all of this just happen and to see you know, an announcement like this. It's not something you typically would see from Nintendo, but again, it kind of does fit the idea that maybe this is like the last year of the Nintendo Switch, so we have a last year type of announcement, because this does kind of feel like that. This kind of feels like something Nintendo, you know, maybe has to talk about or to announce, you know, just maybe as like a little bit of a selling game, like a game that they can sell that didn't take too much time or resources to create, but still would be really fun. So, as I mentioned earlier, this game, the deluxe pack comes with 4 different items. It comes with, I believe this is probably, I believe this is probably the pins. So let us open that first and see what the pins look like in real life. If you know me, I love collecting pins. So this is honestly one of the main reasons why I was really happy with what the deluxe set was. Yes, this is the pins. I could tell by the thing. Ooh, those pins look great. So we have a Mario pin, we have a Legend of Zelda pin, we have a pin that represents the game itself, we have a Metroid pin, and we have a Donkey Kong pin, which all look really great. Let me see if I can get them all without the glare. Probably not, but still, they all look really cool. Again, maybe I should have saved that for the last, because that's probably my favorite item in the whole collection. We also have the NES cart right here, which it is a gold cart, which is really cool. It's like the Legend of Zelda cart, which is again very cool. I like Nintendo's actually, like when they do these collections, like with the Fire Emblem collection they did for the 30th anniversary, they also had like a glass plastic type of cart in there. So I love when they do these cool little carts, because, you know, it's very cool. It has all the symbols of the games. So it has Mario, Zelda, I believe that's Metroid. I can't name all these. It's all the games. Some of these are Mario, some there's a couple of Zeldas. I thought that was just a series. There's a couple of Mario, a couple of Zeldas. There's a Kirby. There's obviously Kid Icarus, Excite Bike. What else? There's Donkey Kong. I believe there's something else too. Yeah, but that's like the main games in the set. And then obviously we will know now what we should do is open the stand for it. Which is very, very cool. It's like a plastic stand, and you get to put the game on it right like that, I believe. Let me put it in the camera. So I believe you put it in the stand like this. And it should slide all the way down, or like that, I believe that, yeah. And there you go. It is it's standing on a stand. The NES cart replica of the game. And then you get like obviously a very cool NES replica slip. Put it right there. And then we get the art cards, which again is a very exciting part of this collection for me. You know, I love art cards. We don't really see them much with games anymore. Obviously, we get like a lot of art book stuff, but I think art cards are as cool as art books, you know, and they're a lot more collectible in my opinion. So, still, art cards are very cool. Let's see if I can get this open, like the box. Ooh, it had a very interesting slip. Ooh, these are very high tech, like very high quality art cards. They're not like, oh wait, maybe, okay. So we got a Super Mario Bros. Art card. Very, very cool. We got the Legend of Zelda. We got a Metroid. We got a Donkey Kong. Got a Kid Icarus. Got a Super Mario Bros. 2. Excite Bike. Ice Climber. Balloon Fight. Super Mario Bros. 3. Legend of Zelda 2, or just called Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and Kirby Adventure. And then on the back, they all have like a special little art as well, with like the main character, or just like a type of art to represent the characters, or like the game. So you have Mario, Link, Samus, Donkey Kong, upside down after you beat him in Donkey Kong, Kid Icarus, Pit, Mario. I believe this is Excite Bike, Ice Climber, Balloon Fight. Oh, so yeah, Balloon Fight, Super Mario Bros. 3, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. That's Super Mario. This is Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels, and then Kirby, which again, I like these art cards. They're very cool, and again, as I mentioned, they're very high quality. Like, they're pretty. They have a lot of. They're pretty thick, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and it's 13, so you're all 13 games. Which, does that mean we'll get DLC one day for the game? Who knows? I kind of think maybe that there is a chance that we get DLC, but, and when I was mentioning that, I realized there's a much easier way to open them. But still, I don't think we'll get more games for the collection, just because it doesn't really feel like it. I feel like they probably would have included them if we were going to get extra additional games, but still, it would be cool to get additional games. I'm not expecting them, which I think is fine, because we have 150 challenges in this game. So while it would be cool to get extra games and more, like maybe some more, well, I mean, there's a couple games I guess they could still do, but they did hit a lot of like the more notable NES games, which I think was probably their priority. And there's probably some games that don't really work in a collection type of, like a challenge type of collection, like game like this. I don't remember if, they're definitely going to choose games that we saw in maybe a game like NES Remix. And I'm not sure how many games from there did not end up in the World Championships NES Edition, but still, I think there's a chance. But I would also love for them to do, maybe like an SNES Edition, or like a Game Boy Edition, like Game Boy Color, something like that. I'd love for them to do that instead of maybe adding additional games. But still, I guess we will see. I don't really know what the Nintendo World Championships series, if they do make it in its series, would look like. And then the last thing in the box was the game itself, which is probably for most people the most important part, including myself. This is the most important part of the entire collection. These items are just, cool accessories to it. But the game itself pretty much is the same thing. We see the same cover that we saw on the box. So, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. We see the spine says the same thing, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, with the Nintendo logo, because Nintendo is the publisher. We see the same thing we saw on the back. We also see that it is 1 to 8 players. We see it's 1 to 8 players in TV, tabletop, and 1 player in handheld. And then we see the SR reading again. And I believe, I don't remember, was the Nintendo Switch requirement? No. Oh, wait. The bottom had all this. So the bottom had the 1 to 8 players Nintendo Switch online requirement and stuff like that, which is pretty typical for these type of games. We usually see that requirement appear. But let me open the plastic, and then we will see what the inside looks like. Right. So the little plastic, we will take that off, and then we will see what the inside and the cartridge looks like. I'm very excited. The reason why I actually want to do this unboxing as soon as possible is because I want to play the game. I really love these type of games where, obviously, maybe like in the first couple of days, I will be playing it a lot. But like maybe like a month, I will maybe turn it on for a couple minutes, not a couple minutes, maybe like 10 to 20 minutes every week, and do a couple of challenges. See what the Nintendo World Championships Online looks like for like a couple weeks from now. And then turn it off and go play a different game. And I love those type of games. Like, We see that with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD right now, where like, no, not right now, but that game is structured around missions, so you can insert the game or turn on the game for a couple minutes, maybe 10 to 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, and play through a mission, and then go on to another game or go on to do something else. And that's I really like those type of games, because you're able to like play a couple games all at once, and I think that's pretty cool. But on the inside, we see all 13 games again, and then we see the cartridge, which is Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. And then we see the pins for each game, which the one thing I forgot to mention, and the one reason why I think pins are really cool for the collection itself, is because the pins are the main collectibles in the game itself. Each challenge has one pin, I believe. I believe if you reach A rank on each challenge, you get one pin for that challenge. There's probably some pins for, maybe starting the game for the first time, maybe playing the World Championships online mode for the first time, something like that. And I think, again, as a pin fan, I think it's pretty cool that the main collectible in the game is pins, and I believe also icons. But yeah, that is all I have for you all today. So I hope you all enjoyed this pretty extended unboxing. We saw everything that the game Deluxe Edition comes with. The replica cart looks really cool. I don't remember if I showed the back, but yeah, I did. But it has all 13 games there, which is really awesome. And then we saw the pins, we saw the NES Edition art cards, and then we saw the game. Again, that is all I have for you all today. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So make sure to make you happy. So I'm Generic Happy. Put down in the comments below if you'll be getting the game, and goodbye.